No, I just wanted to propose for a discussion now that we've seen these two arcs through Tales of the Jedi. What other Tales of the Jedi stories do we want to hear?
Boba Fett.
No.
Why not?
Because he's not a Jedi.
He doesn't. We don't know. We don't know that part of the story. He could.
Well, I'm going to obviously say Caleb Doom / Kanan Jarrus.
We have a whole show.
I know, but I want to see him in between those moments. Like before, I know that there's a book called A New Dawn that brings Kanan and Hera together.
I'll watch that story then.
Yeah, I want to see that.
So
yes. Yeah, I would love to see them fall in love.
Yeah,
I love
there you go.
So much. It's so dumb how much I love them.
They
are my mom and dad. Okay. They're my Star Wars mom and dad.
I don't have a mom and dad. I just have Jango Fett. That's it.
You're just a clone.
Just a clone.
I also I don't even like Luke Skywalker, as I've gone on the record saying, but there are some, because he's an annoying idiot.
Yo, why is he, for all the new listeners, why is Luke Skywalker an idiot?
He is totally insufferable in the first 3 movies. I can't stand him. He only becomes a good character in The Last Jedi. So if you want to hear more about those takes, go back and listen to our episodes where we break down the original trilogy, which you can find on our website or anywhere you listen to podcasts.
You heard it here first. Amanda thinks Luke Skywalker.
But that being said, I would like some of those stories in between, like Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens, of his, I don't know, just little vignettes of his time as a Jedi. Maybe training Leia, Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
We could get some Rey Skywalker.
That was one of the better parts for me of things like the Rise of Skywalker, when you see Luke training Leia. Like, those were cool moments.
Wouldn't that be great to get a little story?
I would rather have Mark Hamill reprise his role and do the time period of him rebuilding the Jedi Order before it fell.
Yeah.
Post episode 6, going back into that. I think that would be really neat.
Yeah.
I would love to learn more about Kit Fisto.
Yes.
The greatest Jedi ever.
Yes.
That would be a cool one. Anything from the Old Republic.
I want to see, we got a little taste of it when the Obi-Wan series was out, but he does mention his family when they're in the back of that truck. So I kind of want a backstory of Obi-Wan. Like when he was adopted into the Jedi Order, what he was like before that. That would be really cool.
So I know there's basically 6 to 9 movies, TV shows about this guy, but I'd love to learn more about Anakin Skywalker. What did he eat for breakfast? Did he eat cereal?
Okay, but what about in the years between Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones? There's so many stories in there.
What did he prefer, chicken or steak? I want to know these little details about Anakin.
Mm-hmm.
What was his favorite song? Mm-hmm. All these things we didn't get with, the hours and hours and hours of content that they should have addressed instead of his fall to the dark side. That now, because
make him more relatable. What if he's a really picky eater and he'll only eat chicken fingers and mac and cheese?
Exactly.
Kids would relate to that everywhere.
These are the things we needed to know about Anakin Skywalker that George Lucas didn't focus on in the prequels.
And we missed out because of it.
And so, this is the opportunity to fix that. No, in all honesty, though, I don't really want any more of this.
What?
No.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm
You're wrong. Kidding. That's the wrong opinion to have. This, I love. I love a short little story that I can chew on. And
Star Wars was at its best when it was just 3 movies. And now we're just doing more and more and more. And now Disney keeps putting out okay content like this that they gotta look. It's not just me saying this stuff. They had to bring Bob Iger back to Disney. Disney's not doing great. I mean, their stock's up a little bit, but there's all these rumors now of Disney selling out to Apple, which, I mean, for that to happen there's a lot would have to happen for that event to occur, which is not likely, but still, Disney's not in a great position with their streaming platform. And Bob Iger was such a visionary and made so many deals happen for Disney with Marvel, with Fox, with the first time with the Avengers, acquiring all of these different intellectual properties and just characters to be able to make that movie, and then being able to bring Spider-Man, a product of a different studio, into that. I mean, this guy did so much, starting things like Disney Plus. I mean, the things that happened under his tenure were amazing. And so I am excited to see for these next 2 years of him as CEO, if he can course correct that ship, because with where Marvel has been this last phase, it's very clear that there's been a severe lack in direction. And I feel like Star Wars is absolutely gone that same path where those movies happened, they have no idea what they're doing, and they just keep putting out these one-offs like Boba Fett, Andor, this Ahsoka. They're just putting out these one-off shows where the only thing they're continually going to grow is Mandalorian. I now don't believe there's any grand plan for that. Hopefully someone like Bob Iger can fix it. But until there's something else here and there's stories that you're really invested in that have a huge impact like Andor, and when that is the statistical mean of the shows you put out, I am disinterested in getting more of the same okay content.